Hello, people. I really want to talk about this. Like people who work, like in the system of the government. People who work, in the system in the government. Like, these people are so batshit crazy strange. You're so strange and weird. Like, I'm talking about people who work as a police officer, a paramedic, or a fire brigade, or people who work in, Australian Health Department. People who work in Children's Safety Department, and, all sorts, and council, all sorts. I just think these people are very fucking weird and batshit crazy strange. Like, I had this experience with people who work in the government, They get this, what's it called? Like, they get a power rush wherever they work in. And they got the power over you, but they don't. Every time I went to complain about certain things and everything else, and you dictate what they are doing wrong, like you dictate to them what they are doing wrong to themselves, more or less calling them corrupt, calling them corrupt in a way, like saying the way how they do system is wrong. You know what they normally do? Like, they tell you to get out, or they call the security, or they call the police. Like, and even you do it very politely. You try to do it politely as you can. Because people who work in the system, they're the most sensitive cocks of people. People who work in the system, the people who we pay to look after us. They're the most sensitive people on the face of this plane of existence. They're so sensitive. Like, it's weird and it's batshit crazy and it's strange in the same time. Like, if you contradict what they're saying and everything else, and they will go out their way to fucking say we're going to call security, or we're going to call the police, because you don't want the police to come and arrest you or remove you out of a place, because one of them two things would be, they're going to really hurt you and really fuck you up real bad, or they're going to fucking arrest you and put you in the slammer for a couple of hours, and you have to go to court and everything else. You don't know the outcome, because it's like a very predictable, like, the system is very predictable, And I've been having this problem with the system for a long fucking time. Like how they just treat people like very shitty and everything else. Like, treat the small people, like middle class people, like complete dog shit crap. Like, I never met anybody good. Like, I never met anybody good who works in the system of the government. I never met anybody good or pure good. Like, I never had an experience where someone took on my case and said, okay, we will look into it. Like, they always say, like, more or less, piss off, fuck off, more or less. That's how the experience, what I got dealing with these batshit crazy weirdos who work in the government and in the system, and not just that too. And when we pay, like, tax to them, where we pay tax to them, like, practically every fucking day, and they always act unprofessional. They can't handle when people, they can't handle when normal people are right and when they are proven as wrong. You know? It's like they get like a weird fucking scare. Like, and not just that too, their ego gets broken. Because they're meant to follow their script, what the government has made them follow, and what they pledged their oath to. Like I don't think the system is for us. I don't think the system is for us. I don't think the system is, for the people and by the people. I believe all these people who work in the system, they don't really give two whacks about the people. They don't really give two shit whacks about the people, because they're very weird. They're very strange. It just seems like they're in a weird. I don't know how to say it. To me, it seems like they're in a certain cult. Like, if you contradict what they are saying, it's like they're robots, and their system gets override and fucking fried, and they can't handle what you are saying is truthful, and it really burns them inside, and it wrecks their ego and everything else. Like what I said before, it's really fucking strange. It's really fucking strange. I've been through this with police, paramedics, fire brigades, all kinds of people. You can't even walk up to a person who works in the council, government, whatever, people who works in the system within the government and everything else. You can't even go up to them and talk to them, normal. It's like it's a weird process to talk to them. I can't even put my finger on it. It's like every time I walk up to a police officer, right, or a paramedic, or a fire brigade, or people who work in the system of the government, right, like you go up and talk to them, it's like a very weird, it's the weirdest conversation you can ever have. You can't even have a conversation with them. Like, if I walked up to a police, this is the thing is, I don't even want to walk up to police officers. And they work for the system within the government to protect the people. I try to walk up to police officers and say hello, how's your day? And sometimes they do want to talk, but when they do talk, it's really weird. It's very unusual. And when you go up to them and talk to them nicely, it's like they completely fucking shut you out and completely annoy you like a piece of shit. Same with paramedics, same with hospitals, same with the people who work in hospitals and everything else. Like people who work in the system and everything else. Like the people who work in the system are very weird individuals. Very weird. And I'm just going to leave it as that. See ya. Bye.